Yeah. Today it's going to be more redstone. And the two that I'm doing, I do not know how to make. Well, I'm not going to be doing two. So, what I'm going to do is, well, is search them up, and then, like, this can be a tutorial to help you, and it could be a tutorial for me too, how to do them. Now, the first one is a auto fishing farm. I've seen it before, but I forgot how to do it. So if I remember, I'm trying to grab the stuff before I start it so I can show that I at least knew something about it. Dang it. Yeah, from here I need to know how to do the tutorial. And obviously I'm going to need some water.
Same design still works. We can also get the new enchantments 7 for all my fishing needs this season. And here in 1.14 the same design still works. And Warben's design is actually small and it does all of the farming for you. And again, this design was made by DocM77 and Warben's design is actually smaller than this one. It only uses an armor stand instead of the note block and trapdoor. If you'd like to check out their videos, you can find links to them in the description box down below. So let's crack on with the tutorial. As you can imagine, this is going to be incredibly simple. All of the things that you need are on my hotbar. The slime block is going to be a temporary block that we use to a mag stand instead of the note block and trapdoor. If you'd like to check out their videos, you can find links to them in the description box down below. So let's crack on with the tutorial. As you can imagine, this is going to be incredibly simple. All of the things that you need are on my hotbar. The slime block is going to be a temporary block that we use to place the trapdoor at the end. So putting our chest down, our hopper pointing into it, an oak fence right here, and then we waterlog the oak fence and the water falls down into the hole over here. So on the opposite side we have our note block. On top of the fence post, a pressure plate, then we put our temporary block up here, the trapdoor on the front of it, break the temporary block, and that's it. It should be noted though that this can be noisy. The block on top of the fence post, a pressure plate, then we put our temporary block up here, waterlog the oak fence, and the water falls down into the hole over here. So on the opposite side we have our note block. fence post, a pressure plate, then we put our temporary block up here, the trapdoor on the front of it, break the temporary block, and that's it. It should be noted though that this can be...
Now we're gonna test if it's practical or useful.
Noisy, so maybe what you want to do is actually leave that block on top, and that'll stop any sound from the note block. So when it comes to using this device, we want to be clicking on the note block because it allows us to cast over and over again. So how does this work? It's really quite simple. When the bomb gets cast into the pressure plate, it opens the trapdoor, which allows us to aim at the note block, and when we right click on a note block, we are trying to cast over and over again. So when that is broken, when we collect a fish, it'll automatically recast. So you just have to aim at the note block behind the iron trapdoor, and that's it. You just hold down right click and you're fine. It's also very easy to expand the storage capacity of this farm if you need it. Just add more chests down below and then hoppers underneath the one at the top. Also, keep it in mind that eventually your fishing rods will break when you stop the storage capacity of this farm if you need it. Just add more chests down below and then hoppers underneath the one at the top. Also, keep it in mind that eventually your fishing rods will break when you start out, and this is the best type of fishing rod you can have for this. And breaking free, luck of the sea free, lure free, and mending. The really cool thing is that one of the things you'll actually get from fishing is enchanted fishing rods. So check through your chests, you'll be able to combine them together with an anvil, and before long you'll be able to have a fishing rod like this. And if you have a mending fishing rod, you'll be able to fish forever because fishing gives you XP, but bear in mind, if you're wearing mending armor, this will disrupt that, and eventually your fish other things you're lacking rods will be storage capacity cast. So you just have to aim at the note block behind the iron trapdoor, and that's it. You just hold down right click and you're farmed. It's also very easy to expand the storage capacity of this farm if you need it. Just add more chests down below and then hoppers underneath the one at the top. Also, keep it in mind that the storage capacity cast, so you just have to aim at the note block behind the iron trapdoor, and that's it.
Well, unless I did something wrong, it didn't work. But I don't think I think I did something wrong. And then now it's time for a 0 tick thing. Okay, let's hope this is better.
This is the smallest and the cheapest carrot, potato, and wheat farm in Minecraft to date, and this thing is extremely simple to use, guys. All you need to do is walk on up to it, flip the lever, hold down right click, and look at my hop.
Okay, so Spencer, dirt, lever, probably redstone.
We are getting carrots as
Then just a
fast
random
as
block.
possible. We are getting wheat as before you block update, block and that's it. That's dispenser, that dispenser, that dispenser, and that's what's going to shoot it off. At the same time this dispenser is going off, it's updating this area inside here, and that's dispenser, and that's basically how it works. So you can see here it's got a lever that will turn on this comparator clock, and this will run a wire. And that's basically how it works. So you can see a block with redstone dust coming. right and left. Go 2 blocks up from that, and then you want to have dispensers facing in towards the dirt block. On the right bottom here, we're going to put a lever. Behind that, a dust into a comparator. That's going to go on subtract mode facing into a block with redstone dust coming out of that back into itself. And then we want to put a spot for the water to sit, so we put a block down there, left, right, and then on top of that, redstone dust there. Now we can put our water in, and we can hoe our dirt, and that should stay tilled just like that. We're going to want to put a temporary block right there, and then now we're able to put our dispenser facing in, go around back, break that temporary block, and now we'll put a block there, and a block there, and we're going to be able to run our redstone line. You're going to have to hold shift as you place it on top of that dispenser there, and just bring it on down, and it should match up with this redstone there. And that is basically it. Turn this on, we should get
Now, this is what I was talking about last stream. And I really like it. Okay, so you ready? What's something that could be really useful? Actually, I'll just use a carrot for right now. You ready? I did something wrong.
Their béarnaise sauce here is the best in town.
Or we are getting care to date, and time this dispenser is going off, it's updating this area inside here, and that will update the crop to tell it to pop on off. So
It might be this.
and that's basically how it works. So you can see here it's got a lever that will turn on this comparator clock, and this will run a wire up here with the redstone dust. It's going to activate that dispenser, and that's what's going to shoot it off. At the same time this dispenser is going off, it's updating this area inside here, and that will update the crop to tell it to pop on off. So pretty simple principle there. So let's go ahead and get into how it's built. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is pick the spot that you want to stand while you're planting. You'll put a half slab there, behind it a solid block with your dirt block.
Wait, does this matter? Not using my mouse, but on this, just keep on pressing it. Oh yeah, and you can see there's no carrots in it. Keep on pressing it. And I had one kill before. And look how fast this is working. Now this next one isn't going to be redstone, and I actually know how to do it, but I just want to do it because I haven't done it before yet. So we're going to want to do, if you know what it is, you probably already know what I'm doing right now then. I forgot how to do it.
Maybe for your mother's birthday you could make her a card or something.
Oh yeah, maybe I could.
And I gotta say, it's a bit like an iceberg in that the bit that's exposed and you can see is pretty small, but then if you just go beneath the surface, you can see that actually, yeah, it's pretty substantial. I absolutely love this build though. It is seriously, seriously cool. I mean, you really do have everything that you need to survive in here. We've got all the different types of furnace. How small can a Minecraft base be? That is a question that I hope to answer by the end of today's redstone video, because we're going to be trying our best to build the smallest base in Minecraft 1.14. And this is how big I want it to be. So we've got a 4x4 area. It's a crawl space. There's going to be plenty of redstone going on underneath this thing, but the actual usable, I also thought we should decorate usable area is this space right here. Let's see if we can pull it off. So part number one is of course getting ourselves down into the crawling position so that we can have usable area is this space right here. Let's see if we can pull it off. So part number one is of course getting ourselves down into the crawling position so that we can actually access this thing, but I also thought we should decorate it a tiny bit because it looks a little bit like a prison block right now by adding in a few of these wild berry bushes. I just really like the way that they look. Now, we have a bit of a situation when it comes to the bed. I also thought we should decorate it a tiny bit because it looks a little bit like a prison block right now by adding in a few of these wild berry bushes. I just really like the way that they look. Now, we have a bit of a situation when it comes to the bed because if we die, we're not going to respawn here due to the fact that this is a crawl space and Minecraft still sees this as an illegitimate respawning location. So, I think we're going to have to get creative. I think we're going to have some form of trapdoor in the ceiling.
Now, the good thing about this version, being the Pocket Edition version, you crawl a lot faster compared to the PC version.
I bet most of this stuff is just because it's, PlayStation.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Echo. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Today, we're back on Minecraft because
you can only crawl in the PC version.
Oh, yep, I was right. And I bet something is similar with, all of these are usually made for PC. This one works. Sometimes what I like to do is, like if we're just having, me and my friends just having fun, is what we'll do is we'll go into like creative and pick up the like small stuff that we need and then start in only survival. And next time we do that, I'm definitely making this. Cause see, here. Wait. Where's wheat? Wait, I'm confused here. Here's another thing that I want to do. I got this idea from PewDiePie's video, so it's not that creative. Now, I want to make a repeater that will constantly do this. I know this isn't the best repeater, but like, wait. Okay. I bet it's probably like so much easier for something like this. But I'm just like not doing it. Now let's see if this works. Now, I bet there's a better way to do that. But it looks pretty cool though. can I do? That right there was the sound of my legs breaking. Shoot, there's a problem. I don't know where my... Okay. If you look at the top left, you can see what it looks like. Okay, sorry, I'm just used to typing so peacefully. Okay. So. Now it's time to explore the whole map. Oh shoot. I think we're going so fast for the game. Yeah, that we kind of broken. Just got broken. Oh, there we are. Now this is how fast we're normally going for them. Now here's another cool thing. You ready? Oh, here's my trident. I lost it. Or did I? Oh, there goes my trident. Like, let's say you're trying to hit him over there. Come on. I have an idea. Let's say, like, you think that this is your, riptide thing, and it's raining. Then, what you're trying to do, let's just say you forgot that you have this on it, and you feel like, oh, that sucks. Start running back to your base, then all of a sudden, oh, yeah, so try this. So does it like not lose durability or something? Let's try fighting some mobs with this. Wait. Oh, that sucks. Now, stay easy. Now, I'm gonna try building something. It might take a little bit, because I'm not that great of a builder. But yeah, I'm gonna do this one thing that Crane did, and I'm gonna build two houses with the same materials, basically. Kind of same design, but the layout's gonna be different. You're gonna see in a second. Okay. Now, here's gonna be the first house. Actually, I'm gonna make a really bad house as the first one, then try pretty hard on the second house. So here's the first house. Now, I'll give you examples of what's wrong with it. Now, actually, forget that. I'm building half of this house. I'm gonna make at least 3 wrong things in this house. Now, one of these are not going to really be a mistake, but there's something that you can improve in it. Just forget it. Instead of normal glass blocks, try using glass planes. Now, there's like 3 things wrong with, well, okay, 3 things wrong. Now, this is a decent house, but I can name 2 things off to start. You ready? Here's the first thing. It's a rectangle. You need to try adding shape, and you can see that in the next build that I'm going to do. And the second thing is, try adding like a overhang, kind of. Here, how do I... Why does it keep on doing that? You know, forget it. You'll just see in the other house. And the last thing, it's only 2 blocks high. Okay, now build the second one with the same materials. Oh wait, actually, I can do this, because I have to use all the materials. Actually, just forget that. I'm gonna add extra stuff to that for building, because I just want to, kind of, basically. Now, instead of doing stuff like this. I bet there's probably something that Green can do that he could probably point out and give me a tip about, which is pretty good. I don't think he's watching this video. I really hate that color. yeah, another tip is if you have like biome, like things like if you purposely put it next to a swamp, like you could add vines and stuff. Did I just hear a villager? Oh. Yeah, this doesn't look the greatest, but I bet like some people who build can probably make this look really good. And two, like, if you're not building with the rectangle shape, which you shouldn't be, or it doesn't really matter, but like, it looks way better without it. You can fit extra storage and stuff, maybe even extra redstone. I don't really know. This might look good to some people. But I think in my opinion this house is a little bit better than like houses that just like have just a square or a triangle and then have no kind of details to it. I kind of forgot that I was streaming just for a second. See how good this looks? And this is basically the same materials as the other house. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, no. Now look at this. Look how nice that looks. Boom. You can jump around on this. Okay, that's gonna be the end.